Okay, so I'm putting new strings on this bass, and you can see I'm in the middle of it. I want to show you how I put strings on the bass. I put the B string on, the E string on, and the A string already. We're gonna put the D string on there. I love these strings, by the way. Just started using them, and I love them on everything. There they go. Elixir, nano web, nickel plated steel. So here's the D string here. I want to show you how I measure and cut the string. First rule, don't poke your eye out. Some of these are very sharp and pointed at the end. So just hold that in, almost like it was a snake, right? Keep that part away from your face and just unwind it from the ball end without letting go of that. Then you don't have to worry about popping yourself in the face, which I've done before when I was younger. Okay, so the cool thing I like about this Ken Smith bass, and a lot of my basses, I try to have bridges that are like this, the fast release bridge, where if you can still see it, I can just slide it in there right on the top loading, quick, it's already there. You don't have to run it underneath or anything like that. Okay. So if you see where the tuning peg is, the machine head, right here. Now these are, notice on this Smith and a lot of my basses, they're thin. Some of them have a wider one, but most of them are thin like that. What you want to do is take the string. You're going to place your hand, 4 fingers, right there on the end of it. I did it for all of these, for the B string, E, A, D. And I'm going to take the string. It's pulled firm. There's no slack in it, right? It's locked in place. It's not floating around in the air somewhere. I'm just gonna line it up there. 4 fingers, and I usually do this pretty quick, but I'm just trying to show you meticulously, methodically. Go down to the edge there, see where my 4th finger is? Doesn't matter how wide your hands are, they're gonna be just fine. You wanna measure down to that 4th finger, and you wanna cut the string right there. So you can see here, don't cut your finger off, please. Just go to the edge of that 4th finger. So after the 4th finger, right? I already have it gripped, fingers out of the way. Cut. Why do I do that? You're going to consistently end up with basically about 2 winds around every machine head. Notice how consistent that is? It's going to help with your tuning preservation. So when you're changing climates or you're going different places, you've only got 2 winds around the string. The more winds you have, the more potential for slack there is. You could be a whole step, like a whole 2 steps out of tune sometimes when you have a lot of string wound around. But if you've only got the string going around there 2 times, it's enough for it to stay secure and in place, have the right, support it needs there, but also you're gonna be in tune a lot better. So keep watching. A few more tips I wanna share with you. So let's get this string on here real quick. As we pop that down there, there's like little, it's almost like a little recessed area, hole area. Put it in, bend it around there, down, pull back. Got it pretty firm. You can use a winder if you want to, or you can do it by hand. I don't mind doing it by hand. Where did I learn this technique? From some of the great guitar builders, luthiers, and techs. I've actually seen it done quite a few times. So at the NAMM show where I saw this best technique performed, and I was really impressed by how well all of my basses stay in tune after I started doing this. So wind that up, put it on there. When we get ready to tune it, the other thing we're going to do is we're going to go down each string and relieve the slack. I'm going to show you that in a minute. Last string, let's do this last one pretty quickly. Now that you have the general idea, string is out. See how I did that unwind technique? I just hold it and slide down my hands. Keep the pointy part away from your head and just pull, 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 pull. It'll never hit you in the face.
Better days are coming, so just take a breath and keep on running. I've got a feeling that...
All right, strings are on. Usually what I'll do is I'll just kind of tighten the string to where it feels like it's firm enough, close ballpark to where it might actually be. Handy tuner, pop them on there. Let's see what we've got here. And in this process that we're doing right now, it's okay if they're slightly sharp, a few cents sharp, because you're gonna pull that slack out. Here's what you're gonna do. You don't want to break the string. You just want to apply enough pressure in the string. Watch this technique. I'm gonna go through each string. I'll start on the B string. Got the string right with my hands, with my thumbs here and my fingers on that side of the string. I don't want to break the string, but I want to relieve as much tension as I can without busting the core of the string. So notice how just a little bit of pressure and tug. Notice just a slight little angle it's creating. You're gonna just loosen, you're just gonna get that string, all that slack that could be in there. You're gonna get all of that out, just up and down the string, not too hard. You don't wanna break the core of the string or just snap the string in half. And I'll go down each string and I'll do that. So I might have to do this 2 or 3 times, depending on the type of string you use. I've noticed certain brand strings, certain ways strings are designed and made, it might take longer. See, that went down quite a bit to an A sharp or a B flat. So now we're at B. E went down to a D sharp. There we're at, back into E. A stayed pretty close, so A didn't go very far. D, only a few cents, which is good. That's a good sign. G went down about a half a step. So now I've got it tuned again. Now watch this. I'm gonna go down the bass one more time, do the same thing. So, yep, stayed at a B, just a flat B. So we'll just bring it back up. And from here on out, we should be good. E is a little bit flat, we'll bring it up. There's the E. A was just slightly flat, like maybe 2 or 3 cents. Now it's dead on. D is almost perfect, maybe a half a cent off. G, about 2 cents off. There we go. So now I'm in tune, and guess what? No matter how I play, no matter what I do, I'm going to be in tune. Very minimal windings, just 2. It's going to stay in tune. One of the reasons why I like these strings, these Elixir strings, is because they feel great the moment you put them on. You don't have to go through the rough feel phase or the sticky feel. They don't have that slippery coating, they just feel good. And they sound good. You don't get a lot of the metallic noise that you hate when you put new strings on and you have to go to a recording session and they can't even keep your take. You have to come back another day. Anyone else been there? Yeah. So these will eliminate all of that. All right, so hopefully that tip helps with winding the string and getting the slack out the string, and hopefully my string suggestion, you try them. Well, so that's it. Make sure you like the video if you like it, subscribe, comment below if you have any questions about strings and about setting up your bass, and I'll try to cover those in a video. All right.